coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got 11 plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Carr to throw.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Carr.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
42 yards.
and the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And he's brought down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Carr changing the formation.
Second and 5.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Carr now to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw is Carr. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Grouping for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Rodgers going to get this complete to his running back Hall. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
What took you so long?
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's
It's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Carr going to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Carr will look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost him 6 points.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. They can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And just shutting him off there. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 59 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Flushed out right.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Carr will try it again on second down.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flush to his right.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Throwing his Carr.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Rodgers throwing here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jets have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big